5 famous missing person cases from around the world. Approximately every 90 seconds, someone from around the world is reported missing, never to be found again. Interestingly, some of these unfortunate individuals are well known, and their disappearance may have, in some way, caused a public stir. Here are 5 famous missing person cases involving high-profile personalities from around the world. Number 5. Lord Lucan. The story of Lord Lucan's disappearance is considered to be one of the most notorious missing person cases in British history. The British peer, whose real name is Richard John Bingham, the 7th Earl of Lucan, mysteriously vanished without a trace after he was accused of the murder of his children's nanny, Sandra Rivet, as well as the attempted murder of his wife, Veronica Duncan, in November of 1974. Lady Lucan identified her estranged husband as the assailant. When the police investigation took place, the suspected nobleman fled to a friend in East Sussex, who lent him a car. Hours later, Lucan left the area, and this was supposed to be the last time he was seen. The getaway car was later found abandoned in New Haven. Authorities found blood stains on its interiors, as well as a lead pipe believed to have been used in the murder. Lord Lucan was presumed dead in 1992 and legally dead 5 years later. However, his remains could never be found. Number 4. Jean Spangler. Jean Spangler was a Seattle, Washington native who left her hometown in search for her limelight in Hollywood. The starlet gained relative fame in the 1940s after appearing in several films like Chicken Every Sunday and Young Man with a Horn. But her shot at stardom ended when she disappeared in 1949 under mysterious circumstances. According to accounts, Spangler left her residence in Los Angeles on October 1949. She told her sister-in-law about her plans that day, which included a film shoot and a meeting with her former husband concerning child support. She was last seen alive, waiting for someone at a grocery store near her place. Spangler's sister-in-law reported her missing the next day. Upon investigation, it was found out that Spangler's ex-husband had no plans of meeting her. Moreover, Spangler wasn't scheduled to appear on set that day. A couple of days later, her purse was found near a park. Inside was a note addressed to a Kirk. It also mentioned an appointment with Dr. Scott. A wide-scale search was done, but she was never found. Spangler's whereabouts remain unknown today. Number 3. Harold Holt. Harold Holt was definitely no ordinary man. He just happens to be the 17th Prime Minister of Australia, which basically made him one of the most important figures in the continent. Albeit a very short one, Holt took office in 1966, and in the following year he vanished. In December of 1967, the PM went swimming with friends at Cheviot Beach, which is off the coast of Victoria. The beach isn't exactly the safest place to take a dip due to its strong rip currents, which, according to the reports, have already claimed several lives before. It's likely that the last person to join this list was the Prime Minister. Holt was only 59 years old when he disappeared in the infamous beach. Authorities launched one of the largest rescue operations in the country's history, but to no avail. His body was never recovered and was declared dead under the presumption that he drowned. Holt's disappearance spawned a plethora of conspiracy theories, including the involvement of the CIA in an assassination plot. A much wilder theory suggests the PM faked his own death so he could defect to China. Number 2. Oscar Zeta Acosta. An attorney, an actor, an activist, and a prolific writer, the brilliant Oscar Zeta Acosta was only 39 years old when he disappeared without a trace while traveling to Mexico in 1974. Aside from his novels, the Texan native was also known for his close relationship with famous American author Hunter S. Thompson. Both served in the U.S. Air Force. The last person Acosta talked to was his son, Marco. According to the latter's account, the war veteran was about to board a boat full of white snow. Marco couldn't figure out what his old man was saying, but he assumed that he got into a fight which resulted to his death and disappearance. Thompson, meanwhile, confessed of Acosta's drug addiction, which lent to some theories that his disappearance could be drug-related. Others believed he was assassinated for his strong political views and stance. And number 1. Heinrich Muller. Our top lister on today's video has got to be the last person you'd want to give sympathy for. Heinrich Muller is considered to be one of the most disgraceful persons in the history of mankind. This so-called spawn of the devil compares closely to that of Adolf Hitler himself in terms of cruelty. But then, Muller's cruelty isn't necessarily the issue here. It's the fact that he vanished from the face of the earth. According to accounts, the infamous Gestapo chief was last seen in May 1945, a day before Hitler was killed himself in an underground bunker. Not a single soul could ever tell what happened to Muller, where he went, who took him, or who killed him. Most people believed that Muller also took his own life, but no one could ever locate his remains. Apparently, Muller is one of the most prominent Nazi figures who was never captured or confirmed to have died after the war. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.